Will Lutz set to kick off.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
First down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott from the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete to Jacob Hollister. A gain of 15.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
At the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Gus Edwards, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Number 28.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That is on 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a 1st down here, right? Pick up a 1st down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. first down. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. In the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The handoff.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The 41-yard line.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The ball's taken in by his tight end.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Oh! Oh, wow. Okay.
So pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he will lose much yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff, Edwards, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's caught by Hollister. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Littleton on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Ho, ho, ho. So in the first quarter, Vegas is up 7-0.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one is slants to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. 7 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
3rd and less.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call.
Oh,
I feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeMarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They're able to get this out to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
11 yards there, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
By Reuben Foster. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. He's here, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
That's right. Right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
18 on the play. And the Washington 1st down.
On 1st down.
Oh, come on. Come get you some.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Yeah, they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Okay.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. He'll run it. himself for 11 and a first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football and really make the right decisions. And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Oh, yeah.
For 6, touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback. And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
First and 10.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play?
Okay.
Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Prescott. This is caught by Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
40-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Washington 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. A couple of touchdown passes there for Josh Rosen. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. Kyler Murray, a touchdown pass in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, so we're going to start the second half here with the football, and the Raiders are up 14-10.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Out.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
7 yards.
Ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
35-yard
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Come on, Ruggs. Run, Ruggs, run.
Run. Take him down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to
2
pick
yards.
up really nice yardage.
Jabal Shear.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, come on, Renfro.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you get some extra work to do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, Rogers. There we go.
Now before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and 6.
Got it.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Got it.
Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try to get
come
back
on.
to where you were to start.
DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
He got lucky.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the draw is Edwards.
Come on.
This winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Edwards, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott. Short pass to the tight end.
Come on, get it, get it, get it.
30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Okay.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
15-yard line.
Now Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He finds McLaurin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Come on. Get it.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, yeah.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Washington 13.
Okay.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Now
they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
Yeah, there we go. There's the hole.
Down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
First down.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
40-yard line.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
He'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
All right.
Now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Okay.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Okay.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, Ruggs is hurt. It's not good. He's going to the back. That's definitely not good.
As the throw is complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
All right.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple,
Ah,
I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Damn. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Flush to his right. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
All right, we got a field goal.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet,
Okay.
but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Okay.
First down, Prescott.
Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, man,
Robinson's
mother.
got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it'll be second down.
23-yard line.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Prescott's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
You get 4
Washington
yards.
on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. There's that man again. It's complete.
Damn it.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That damn
They're able to convert
tailback.
on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Okay.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw again. Prescott toward the end zone. But that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Prescott yet again. Forced out to his left.
No.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
No.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
All right.
Touchdown, Washington.
That's bound to happen.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
It was bound to happen.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
All right, you got it. Oh, they're going to go for it. Okay.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Oh, yep. He just got that hand on the inside and just said, nope, not having it, not today.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
All right.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
It's okay.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs, the mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Got him!
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, we got this one. That's good. All right.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yes.
Go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, I mean, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards.
No!
Let's check on the call.
Come on.
Whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out a block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Washington, 19.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
So
line.
Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 12. 1:11 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. A first down throw for Prescott. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. That's caught by Hollister. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we pick up the win.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
As you can see, Dak Prescott threw for 330 yards and 2 touchdowns for Washington. Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, threw for 159, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Josh Jacobs had 91 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Fields had 75 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Gus Edwards led Washington in rushing with 30 yards. Look at the receiving stats. You look at J.D. McKissick had 51 yards. DeMarcus Robinson had 104. Hollister had 88. Ruggs had 71. Robertson had a touchdown for them. And McLean had a touchdown for Washington. Tyrell Williams caught our touchdown. And then defensively, Reuben Foster led with total tackles with 16. Corey Littleton led Vegas with 12. We're going to show Vegas' stats very quickly. Nick Kolowatsky had 11 tackles for loss. Carl Nesbitt had the only sack. Nobody had a pick for us, but that was fine. And we pick up the win and we go 1-0 on the season. Pick up the win, go 1-0 on the season as we open up the 2021 season with a victory at home. And next week, okay, so alright, we got some upgrades available. So then next week we're looking at, we're gonna upgrade some players real quick, so bear with me. Upgrade Ruggs' route running. Get it up to 76. Let's see. Let's upgrade his power for let's see. Upgrade his improviser. He's at a 76 with a hidden depth potential. He's played 147 of 500 snaps so far. That's good. We got another one. Upgrade for Akeem Robinson. So, we finished the first. Let's see. Alright, let's see what we got here. What did we win? What did we get? 500 XP for the entire offensive line. Oh yeah, I remember that. So if we see we're 1-0, Washington's 1-0. We play the Chargers next week in Los Angeles. Vegas is gonna go back. The Raiders are gonna go back to LA. Awesome. And we got an upgrade for linebacker Corey Littleton. I go ahead and give you a rundown of the team. This is year number 2. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of the team. Of course, we've got Justin Fields as our starting quarterback. I made a trade and sent the original starter, Derek Carr. I'm trying to remember what I did with him. I don't remember. I sent him away for a draft pick that I ended up using on Fields. Because let me see. If I remember right, he is. Let me see. If I remember, let me see. Yeah, he was drafted with the number 4 pick. Actually, he wasn't. He was drafted with our original pick. That's right. That's right. Josh Jacobs is our starting running back with Jalen Richard as the backup. We drafted Najee Harris out of Alabama. He has a hidden dev trait. Let's see. What did I do with him? I don't remember. I don't remember when I drafted him. I think I drafted him in the 3rd round. No, I drafted him in the 2nd round. That's right. So yeah, we got Josh Jacobs as a starter. Tyrell Williams, Henry Ruggs, Zay Jones, Hunter Renfrow, Nelson Aguilar, and Brian Edwards. Tight ends, we got Darren Waller and Foster Monroe. Left tackle, Penei Sewell, who we drafted with the #1 overall pick. I believe that is the pick that we sent to Washington, if I remember right. Let me see. Yeah, I think we sent that pick to Washington. We traded with Washington to get this because I wanted to upgrade the offensive line, which, as you can tell, was in need. I signed Kelechi Ozemele in the offseason. I was trying to solidify this offensive line. Rodney Hudson is, of course, our captain in the center with a superstar dev. Gabe Jackson is our right guard, and Trent Brown is our right tackle. On the defensive side, it's between Max Crosby and Carl Nesbitt on who's starting. Nesbitt's been starting. I think Crosby was hurt. I don't remember. I'll have to look. I don't remember. I'll have to look at the rotation. Kaleem Farrell has been other defensive end, and then defensive tackles. It's been Maurice Hurst and Malik Collins. I did draft Devontae Wyatt out of Georgia, but as you can see, he got hurt. And then we have Kendall Vickers. Raekwon McMillan is our right outside linebacker. Middle linebacker is, and another captain is Nick Kwiatkowski. So there's that, and then of course Corey Littleton out of Washington. LaMarcus Joyner we kept. We signed Jimmy Smith in free agency. I was looking to upgrade. We got Trayvon Mullins, Damian Arnett Jr. from last year's draft. Was Akeem Robertson, and then I drafted Obi Bong out of UCLA. Looking to hopefully get him up into a better space. Eric Harris is another captain. He's playing the free safety, and then Jonathan Abram is playing the strong safety with Will Lutz. I kept Daniel Carson around just because I got the punter, and I don't know if I want to keep the punter or not. So it's a situation we're gonna cross. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. Let's see here. So it's okay. So Crosby's on the left, Nesbitt's on the right, with Vickers. Okay, so I need to get. Okay, so Hurst will play D1. Who's playing D2? Move up Collins. think, okay, I think it's Collins is hurt. Let me see. I gotta look at the injury report again. So apparently I don't think Collins is hurt. So that's why. Okay, yeah. We got Collins is hurt for 2 more weeks and Devontae. So yeah, that's why. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the next game will be at SoFi Stadium against the Chargers, which will have. I wanted to give a little introduction to this Raiders franchise, a little bit going forward. But you'll see more. If you enjoyed it, then drop me a like, let me know. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night.